Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago White Sox at Comiskey Park. On the mound for the Tigers today is Jack Morris, whose record is 7-5 with a .364 ERA. And pitching for the Sox today is Britt Burns, whose record is 10-7 with a .332 ERA. Okay, we have won 2 out of 3 so far versus the Sox. We won yesterday 6-4. Kenny Smith got off the schneid with a home run, his 22nd of the year. It had been more than 20 games since he had hit his last home run. And for a player that we got specifically for his home run prowess, it's been a little disappointing for the last month and a half from him. But maybe his home run yesterday gets him charged up and will give us a little bit of a push we need from a cleanup hitter. Additionally, we had Danny Jackson go in yesterday. He has not shown anything to us since we gave him the 5th starter spot in the rotation. He went 4 innings. He looked horrible. I think he walked 5 and struck out only 1, if I remember correctly. And I think we give him one more chance, and then we put Jeff Robinson back in there for the final month of the year. I think we'll give him one more shot to see if he can show any improvement. And today's game is a battle of aces, and speaking of somebody's got to show something, we got Jack Morris going today, and this is the day, man. We got to have something from him today that shows us that he is our staff ace. We're getting the production from Tom Browning that we need from Jack Morris. And so hopefully today Jack gets things right. Let's go ahead and get started with today's ball game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We've got 5 new subscribers in the last 3 days. So welcome to all the newbies. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch our videos. We also started a brand new playlist today. And if you've been, following along for a couple of weeks, you know that I've been kind of pushing on you guys some of my older videos that did not get a lot of views in their original release. And, those videos are kind of, I won't say they're horrible, but they don't have production value. They don't have good audio. Maybe I'm not as gregarious as I am now. I mean, there's a lot of, like, a learning curve going on there in all aspects of creating content. And so what I've done now is I've taken select videos, all completely of sports card videos, and I've edited them down. I have created graphics. I've tried to improve them a little bit. And the first video will be available today. I think it's already released, but I'll have it at the end of this video in the little box right about here. Where it's a blaster box battle between Kent and I with 2020 Topps Archive and 2019 Topps Archive. The 2019 Topps Archive could have the Ohtani rookie cards in it. The 2020 Archive could have the Randy Arozarena, Luis Robert, Kyle Lewis, a bunch of good players. So it's actually a pretty fun video to rewatch now. Whereas in the early days, I didn't even know if those players were going to be good. So anyway, check out the video. I think it's a lot of fun, and it's better than it was when I originally released it. Okay, sorry for the self-promotion there. Jack Morris on the mound. The current White Sox lineup is batting .219 against him. Our bullpen is a little bit worn out from yesterday's terrible Danny Jackson start. So Rosie and Frank LaCourt, who's been great, they will not be available today. We still have 2 righties, Hinkie and Smith, and so we should be okay with Morris on the mound. Now Britt Burns is a lefty, and so George Brett will be out because he's tired. The same as Glenn Wilson, listed as tired. Kenny Smith, even though he had a home run yesterday, he does not hit lefties well. I think he's batting 180. So he'll sit on the bench today. Barry Larkin gets another start at first base as a rookie. Doug Baker plays at third base. Marty will be behind the plate as Terry Kennedy moves to the DH role. Okay, let's take a look at the official lineup rundown for the Detroit Tigers. Batting leadoff, playing center field, is Willie Wilson. Batting second at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third in left field is Kirk GIBSON. Batting cleanup and DHing is Terry Kennedy. Batting fifth in right field is Kevin Bass. Batting sixth at second base is Sweet Whitaker. Batting seventh at first base is Barry Larkin. Batting eighth and catching is Marty Castillo. And batting ninth is the third baseman, Dougie Baker. Okay, Britt Burns, a great pitcher for the White Sox in this era. He had a few really fantastic seasons. You'll see he's coming off a 14-3 year. He's 10-7 this season in making his 24th start today. He's got a 3.32 ERA, 133 strikeouts in 173 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .245 against him, 5 complete games, 2 shutouts. His fastball tops out at 91 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 44.1%. He's got 4 pitches in his arsenal. The fastball is his best pitch, rated at 91. The slider's at 83. The curveball is right below league average. Overall rated a 91. The 25-year-old left-hander is arbitration eligible at the end of next year. Look at his log. He's coming up, he's won 4 in a row. 4 out of 5 starts, technically, with a shutout in there. He beat the Indians going 9 innings, so complete game, giving up 1 run, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 6 Ks. So he's had a pretty dynamic year. Let's look at his splits. Out of curiosity. So he does do better versus lefties, as he should. Righties are slightly better. He's only given up 7 home runs this year. Okay, here is the defense for the Sox today. Gainey back in there in center field after the day off. Everybody else is exactly the same for the first 3 games of the series. Okay, Willie Wilson will lead off versus Britt Burns. With a lefty on the mound, it's going to be a little tougher today for Wilson to steal. You got to get on first. To do that, he strikes out to lead off the ball game. A good 8-pitch at bat. That's what leadoff batters have to do. Take a few pitches. 1 down. Trammell, he's going to gap it into left center field. It gets past the center fielder to the wall. Do we want to go for third? Okay, look, we're not going to. Because yesterday, we had a rally get killed on a 90% chance of Ken Smith going to third. And it's too early to ruin the opportunity. So, Alan Trammell, that is his career high 25th double of the season. Is it any coincidence he's batting .288, same as he did last year? Probably not, right? Okay, so we have Trammell on second and GIBSON at the plate. Now, Gibby does hit lefties well as a left-hander. He's batting .286. Pulls it to first. Well, that'll get Trammell to third. 2 down for TK. Pardon me. Kennedy went 0 for 5 yesterday. Now he's 1 for his last 10. And Kennedy strikes out, damn it. Maybe we should have gone for 3 on that triple. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the White Sox lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, playing center field is Ty Gainey. Batting second at second base is Johnny Ray. Batting third at shortstop is Dale SVEUM. Batting cleanup and catching is Joel Skinner. Batting fifth at first base is Sap Randall. Batting sixth in left field is Ron Kittle. Batting seventh at third base is Tim Hulett. Batting eighth and DHing is Rod Allen. And batting ninth in right field is Chris BOURJOS. Here's J-Mo making his 22nd start. He missed a month of the year being injured. He's 75 with a 3.64 ERA, 124 strikeouts in 143 1/3 innings pitched. I like that ratio. Opponents are batting .239 against him. He's got 3 complete games and a shutout. His fastball tops out at 93 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 44.2%. His splitter is his best pitch, rated a 94. He's got a fastball that's an 89, a slider that's an 81, all above league average, of course. Overall rated an 87, the 29-year-old right-hander is a free agent at the end of the year, and we are likely to lose him. Let's take a look at his log. He did get the win over the Angels in his last start, going 7 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits and 2 walks, striking out 9. But against the lowly Royals, he went 3 2/3, giving up 6 hits and 2 walks. And he did not look good. So he's kind of an every other outing pitcher right now, and this would be the bad one if that trend were to hold. Let's take a look at our defense. It's good. It's good everywhere. We have Baker at third today, an upgrade over Britt defensively, and also an upgrade at first with Barry Larkin. Kevin Bass is in right field. That's his natural position. So we're good in the outfield. Here we go. Ty Gainey leading off. He had the day off yesterday. And a 0-2 count. And a ground ball to second. Whitaker making the play. I think we could have possibly 2 Gold Glovers. And one of them is Trammell. The other one, I will say it might be a shock, but I think GIBSON could get a Gold Glove in left field. He does have 4 errors out there, but that's really great for him. He's having one of his best seasons in the outfield. So possibly Gibby, but I think Trammell's a lock. 2 quick outs. Here's Dale SVEUM, and he strikes out. A 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the second. Here's Kevin Bass. Bass having a great year as a 4th outfielder for us, batting .294 with 7 home runs. And a base hit into center field. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's going to be caught. I guess that just hung up. For a moment, the way the trajectory looked, I thought it was going to drop like right in this area, and it just carried out there. Wishful thinking. 1 out. Here's Sweet Lou. Lou's going to strike out on that curveball. Just happens to catch the top part of the zone for out number 2. And Barry Larkin strikes out as well on the curveball. So Britt Burns looking pretty good through 2. We go to the bottom of the second. Here is Joel Skinner leading off, batting .253. 24 home runs, and there's the first hit of the ball game for the Sox. As Skinner is on first for Sap Randall. Randall leading the team in home runs with 29. He had a home run in that 5 home run output, the 11-10 loss. So Randall's going to strike out. There's second K for Morris. 1 out for Ron Kittle. Kittle batting .312. 24 home runs and a base hit into center field. Skinner will hold at second. I'd like to think we've got double play possibilities here with Skinner and Kittle on the base path. Timmy Hewlett is up. A ground ball ought to get us out of this. Nope, a base hit to left. Skinner will hold to third. He does. So now Morris is in a major jam. He's given up 3 singles here in the second inning, and Rod Allen at the plate. Arguably the best hitter, batting 8th. That's just stupid. But that's the computer AI for you. We're going to play back. We'll give up a run for a double play. I keep saying that, but we're not getting ground balls. Here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, Morris walks in a run. So this game is probably not going to go our way. Jack Morris, I think he might be cooked. I mean, it's in every other start situation. Yeah, so you give up a run, you get a strikeout. That's exactly the pattern this game has built into it. And now we're back to the top of the lineup with Ty Gainey, the only lefty, natural lefty in the lineup. And Morris. I mean, that's just so stupid. You had the walk strikeout combo, and then actually back-to-back Ks to get out of it. And we only give up a run, which I think, I would have rather have had an infield single or something. Like, it's just so stupid the way the game is designed. Anyway, I mean, I could complain all day long about this crap. We go to the top of the third inning. Here is Marty Castillo getting a start today at catcher. And a line drive to third. It's going to be caught by HULETT. Castillo, I mean, really not that much better than Lance Parrish was before we traded him. Dougie Baker with a comebacker to Burns. I think we're in trouble today. That one run might be all Burns needs. Back to the top of the lineup with Willie Wilson, who pops it up, and that ought to do it. All right. White Sox made 3 errors yesterday. That helped the Tigers get the victory, but playing some flawless baseball right now. We go to the bottom of the third. Morris coming back out to the mound with 45 pitches. Johnny Ray popping it up. Morris gets the first out. Here's the shortstop, Dale Sveum. Pulls it into right field for out number 2. Like I don't understand why your DH can't be where your shortstop is in this lineup. Like, if there's a computer AI for managing, where the managers are like all kind of rated, and the White Sox manager maybe not as good as other managers, and they have bad lineups, I mean, that would be something. But I don't think it's how the game is designed. You know, like, it should automatically be able to sort the lineup in a way where the right people are where they belong. Not every catcher always in the cleanup role, for whatever reason. Okay, here we go. Top of the fourth inning. Trammell will walk. There's a rare walk by Britt Burns. The leadoff man is on. Let's hit and run. Try to get something going here against Burns. 0-1 count to Gibby. Line drive to right. It does fall in front of the right fielder. Trammell running to third. And it's first and third. Nobody out. We are going to go on contact with Terry Kennedy. His average is down to 331. He is due for a hit, but he is good at getting RBI. Ah, crap. High fly ball, pop up on the infield, carrying to the outfield grass. Not going to get it done. Now we do have to hit and run with Kevin Bass, who's been an RBI machine. Kennedy, by the way, in a legit slump now. There we go. That's down the line. That could score 2 if Gibson hustles. No, he's going to stop at third. An RBI single for big hit Bass. What about what was the Billy, what was the bass that you put on the wall that would sing? It was Billy Big Mouth Bass, or I can't remember what it's called. That might be a better nickname for him. By the way, we got to look at his output. He's got 47 RBI as a fourth outfielder. That is clutch hitting. Now we're going to hit and run with Sweet Lou. Game is tied at 1, by the way. Here's Lou. Ground ball to first. That'll get Gibson home. Tigers take the lead as Bass advances to second. Did Bass bat against Steve Trout? I don't remember that in the first game of the series. I'm sure I would have commented. Okay. 2 down. Here's Barry Larkin. Larkin's got nothing going for him anymore. Tigers jump ahead 2-1. Only 1 hit in that inning, though. Right? Because it was a walk. And then just the bat. Oh no, because Trammell had the hit, and then Bass had the hits. Okay. Bottom of the fourth inning. Here is Sap Randall leading off. 1-2 count to Randall, and Morris strikes him out. Morris has 5K. Other than the one tough inning, he's looked all right until Kittle gets the base hit. Fourth hit by the Sox. Kittle on first. Here's Tim Hulett. Every batter in this lineup is tough. Another hit to right. Damn it. Bass is supposed to be good out there. Now, we cannot let this run score. We have to pull the infield in. Every run counts now. You know, I think 1-2 count to Rod Allen, and Allen's going to take strike 3 looking. That's just bad awareness there. Okay, we'll play back now for Chris Burgess. I still have to check myself every time I pronounce that. I appreciate Dave and Julio giving me the correct pronunciation. Oh, fuck me. That was a 3-run home run by the number 9 hitter, of course. That is the 18th home run by Burgess. And the Tigers are now down 4-2. Crap. And then Morris gets a strikeout. You score the run, you get a strikeout. It happens every time. Could the game be any more predictable? All right. I don't feel like we're done scoring on Britt Burns. I mean, technically, Morris has already given up more runs than he would normally would in a start. Britt Burns has one more to give, and you know, if you're staying true to your ERA. Hey, Marty Party with a base hit to center field. There we go. Leadoff man is on because, of course, Doug Baker leading the American League in sack bunts. He's got 10. Let's see if we can't get him over. There's a bunt back to Burns. And Castillo does advance. So good job by Baker. One down. Here's Willie Wilson. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Ground ball up the middle. And get Castillo to third. We need a clutch hit from Trammell. Trammell's 1 for 1 with a walk today, so he's reached both times. And he gets jammed. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Johnny Ray leading off. Morris is at 74 pitches and another hit. So Morris is just not good in this. I don't know what it is. He's not a Hall of Fame pitcher. I mean, I think most people argue he's probably the worst pitcher ever in the Hall of Fame with a career .390 ERA. And I could make a case either way. I mean, as a Jack Morris fan, there's 8 strikeouts for Morris today. I could be, in favor of Morris being in the Hall of Fame as a fan, but remain objective and think, he probably doesn't deserve to be in there if you're giving up 4 runs a game. But that was kind of the game back in the 80s. You pitched till your arm fell off. So, just depends on your perspective. We go to the top of the 6th inning with Gibby leading off. Gibby facing Britt Burns. He does have a hit today. I look back to that 1st inning when we could have had the triple, perhaps. That's 5 Ks for Burns. That maybe was the turning point in the game. I don't know if we're going to score another run. I think we got one more junk run in us. Oh, an error on the left fielder. Holy smokes. Ron Kittle, that is to be expected. He drops the ball and maybe opens the door. And it's Kevin Big Hit Bass. He's already come through once today. We've got Kennedy on second. Here's KB. Oh, no, 0-2 count. There we go. Ground ball to second. And Kennedy will advance. We keep stranding the runner on third. Whitaker's 0 for 2 today. He only bats .243 versus lefties. He does struggle, but, he's good defensively. We got to keep him in there. And again. Damn it. Yeah, we're just... Oh, it's another error. They're going to give us this one. Oh, no. Well, there's the junk run. Now, that does not affect Britt Burns' ERA. So you could still say technically, based on the ERA stat that Burns has here, that he could still give up another earned run. That's an error on the second baseman, Johnny Ray. We'll take it. I mean, we want to win. So Whitaker's on first. This is not an opportunity to steal second. Let's see if Barry Larkin can finally come through. He's just been terrible. Yeah. He's not ready for prime time. He's only a defensive replacement now for Smith late in the ball game. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And I'll get Smith in here if we, in a pinch hit roll next time through, if we can get the lefty out of the ball game. So Morris is at 88 pitches. Tigers are fighting back, thanks to a little help from the defense. Shit. Morris walks Kittle to start off the inning. Why are we not getting double play opportunities? Oh, Kittle was running. What a fool. He's got a 70 speed. That's got to be a missed hit and run. With Castillo's arm, that doesn't make any sense. Tim Hewlett flying out to center field. And Roderick Allen. I don't know if his name is Roderick. It just might be Rod. Grounds out to short. That'll do it. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Well, Tigers only have 4 hits versus Burns. As Marty Castillo will lead off. He's got 1 of those hits. And another hit to right field. That'll get Castillo's average back up to 296. He was below 250. All right. Well, look. We tried it once. It didn't. I mean, we did sacrifice bottom over. I guess we try it again. I mean, it's imperative that we get the runner to second. However, we get him there. We can't hit and run with Baker, who's actually a pretty good hitter in his own right. But let's have him do what he does best. Can he do another one? This was right in front of home plate. Oh, it's a base hit! Oh no, Baker beats it out. And it's first and second, nobody out. Now I could argue we try to bunt for a hit here with Willie Wilson. He's 0 for 3 today. He is struggling. Let's use some of Willie Wilson's speed to his advantage. I don't think we have attempted to bunt for a hit with Willie Wilson since we acquired him back early July. A good bunt to first. Oh, you got to be shitting me. No way. Sap Randall. They must have had the wheel play on, right? Because they went to first and gets the force at third. Okay, the only way that would ever happen is if the wheel play was on. And that is an option defensively, I think, right? Yeah, I've barely ever used it. It never has worked. But it sure did work there. Well, now we're definitely not going to win this ball game, right? All right, here's Trammell. Yeah, Trammell striking out. Oh, no. Pop up. And that'll leave it up to Gibson. Yeah, this game is over now for sure. That's too bad. That's a shitty shame. Well, Morris has given us some innings. It doesn't much matter now if he gives up any more. There's the 7th hit. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, that's the 8th hit. Gainey on first. Here's J-Ray. Wild pitch. Yeah, this game's over. All right. Well, it was... White Sox always play us tough. Oh, Gainey tags up, trying to go to third, but Big Mouth Bass just threw him out. Big hit Bass, big arm Bass. Wait, fish don't have arms. We go to the top of the 8th inning. I mean, Terry Kennedy's been bad. Let's take a look at our bench. I mean, all we have are left-handers on the bench because Glenn Wilson is tired. He's not available today, and he's not even a good hitter anyway. So I think we have to trust TK. Oh, his average is down to 267 versus lefties. Here we go. 2-2. Kevin Bass. Britt Burns is tough. The White Sox always play us tough. We run over most of the American League West teams, but the White Sox, I think it's their power game. That's 8 Ks, by the way, for Britt Burns. Larkin will lead it off, so it's going to be, it will be Smith who will get that pinch hit opportunity, regardless of whether Burns comes out to close the game. We're going to send Morris back out there. I mean, why the hell not? Try to give our bullpen as much of a break as possible. 9 strikeouts for Morris, as Dale Sveum strikes out. Oh, strikeout walk combo. No, ground ball up the middle. And Sap Randall. Base hit the left. Ron Kittle's 2 for 2 today with a walk and that big error. Ground ball to short. Okay, we're going to the 9th inning. Oh, yes, they're bringing in Roger Weaver, who is now their closer, former Detroit Tiger in this ball game. This is perfect. Kenny Smith will come in and pinch hit. He's batting .292 versus righties at a .401 on-base percentage. So if the Tigers are going to tie this up, this is the inning to do it. Oh, that is such weak sauce. Okay, so this game is over. And we'll pinch hit Baker with Jim Dwyer. We played too much small ball this game. We played way too conservative. Tigers lose 4-3. Roger Weaver gets a save against his old team. We got the win yesterday. That's a pisser. Yep, we lost that game right from the start. 4-3 victory for the Sox. Let's take a look at the standings. Did they get another? Yeah, of course, because now Boston cannot be beat. They've won 10 in a row. So this is what the game does. We know this. On the other hand, Oakland has lost 4 in a row. We're going to play Seattle next, and I mean, we just swept California in the previous series to the Sox series. I tend to think Seattle's the best team in this division. Maybe their pitching's not so good, but they have a ton of power, and they do have Mark Langston, who is one of the best pitchers, former Cy Young Award winner in our game. And wow, this is over. 13 wins in a row for the Mets, 11 wins in a row for the Angels, 12 losses in a row for Atlanta. Man, this game sucks so bad. I mean, it's just unbelievable how terrible it is. Let's take a look at the headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. 4-1 victory puts Boston's streak at 10. Yeah, okay. And they're beating Oakland. It's not like they're beating some schlub. Baltimore cuts Cubbage? Wait, what? They think $1 million is too much for a third stringer? I mean, I think so. So, yeah, he's a free agent. Oh, my God, he had a 62. What team is this? What was he on, Baltimore? Yeah, that team, and he was going to be a free agent, I'd assume. So that makes a ton of sense because Baltimore is terrible with their money, which is why they have like 10 pitchers total on their whole team. That's weird. And Mike Cubbage was out of baseball by 82 anyway. All right. He's wearing a Mets batting practice jersey. All right. That was all the headlines. Yes. Transactions. What do we have here? We have a retirement for John Ellis, catcher. He was out of baseball by 82 as well. Hadn't played since 1981. Long-time New York Yankee. One-time New York Yankee, anyway. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. We've got 2 games left in the month. We will have our traditional end-of-the-month summary where we look at the standings and league leaders for the final time before the end of the season. So that'll be fun to see where all the Tigers are among the league leaders. I don't think TK is going to win the debate. A hit in a couple of ball games, which is very unlike him. In fact, he struck out twice. Player of the game. Oh, Morris had a complete game. You know what? I mean, nobody on the with a stick in their hand did any good, in my opinion. So we're going to give it to Jack Morris in a loss. He did throw his fourth complete game of the year. He did strike out 9. And that is kind of an achievement, despite giving up the 4 runs. He gave up the big 3-run home run to the number 9 hitter, which is just bullshit. Britt Burns gets the win. He's 11-7. Roger Weaver, his 10th save of the year, coming back to haunt his old team. Okay, so there's my reprint video right there. Check it out if you want to watch a good, fun old video and see what I did with the graphics and some of the editing. I think I made it a little bit better. So until next time, everyone, have a great day.